Hey guys, Prince of Mastodon here. Gonna do a commentary video for Medieval 2 Total War. Before I begin, I just want to say, big news, tomorrow, Saturday, March 21, I'll be releasing a new adventure video on my gaming channel. I used to upload all my gaming, or all my adventure videos onto my vlog channel, but just to go back to old times, I decided to put my adventure video on my gaming channel, but that's the way I originally started it off. So, this is I think it's a 10,000 florin battle. Yeah, it's a 10,000 florin battle on commanding the English. My opponent's name is Reitess, commanding the Mongols. So this was supposed to be a scored resolution free-for-all, but nobody was joining. So when the battle ends, it's not going to end immediately. It won't end until the last troop is off the field. But we're fighting in the... I forgot what map this is. I think it's Township, or... I think it's Township, I think. But, yeah, I'm rocking out peasant archers, a bunch of dismounted English knights. I think I have most of these guys are armored swordsmen, and I have the odd unit here of dismounted English knights. The rest are armored swords. So my peasant archers don't have the same range as his Mongol infantry here. So you're going to see that they will start shooting me. But he went into flaming mud for some reason. So let's go look at his army. Oh, before I do that, let's finish my army. I also have a unit of Hobilars. It's a light cav unit. And then I have my general's bodyguard, where my commander's at. And in the forest, I have 4 units of English knights. They're kind of chilling in the forest. So my opponent, what does he have? Looks like he has... what, 7 units of cav. I could have sworn I put a max of 6 cav on this game, but whatever. He was a good sport. His infantry force, not counting his 3 archers, who are called Mongol infantry, he has, it's like 5 units of various dismounted heavy lancers and dismounted light lancers. So, in a melee fight, they will get slaughtered by my armored swords, who I decided to put on top of this area. I pushed him back and put him in loose formation, because he was targeting my my heavy infantry with his archers. So I pulled back, and I left my peasant archers in loose formation in the front so that he would waste his ammo on them. I don't care if he kills some peasants, because I'm English nobility. I don't really care about them. No, I don't know. So I figured, you know, I'm going to hold down this area. I don't think he's going to come forward with his infantry and fight me in a melee fight. And I seriously doubt his cav's going to come running down here with all these obstacles in the way. If they are, and if they do, I can send in my mailed knights. Sorry, I don't have a Hobilar. I have a mailed knight unit. Sorry. But I can send out my mailed knights or my commander to respawn, and also have my hidden English knights back there, but I don't want to use them unless I absolutely have to. So my opponent made this really odd move here. A unit of dismounted light lancers decided to charge forward here. I don't know why he did this. And then he has a unit of Mongol light lancers inching forward by that chateau. But yeah, I thought he was just gonna stop. Or maybe he thought he could charge my archers without me responding to it, but even then, my peasant archers would have shot his guys down. But I dispatched a unit of armored swords to deal with the intrusion. So we're gonna fight on this guy's property. I don't know who this belongs to. Probably Chester. Chester the peasant. No, he's got a lot of property. Maybe Chester the farmer. So they're going to run off. I'm not going to pursue because I don't want to get shot by his archers unnecessarily. I'll leave my armored swordsmen stationary while my peasant archers shoot these guys in the back. I like how they just morph, or how they just teleport right through those walls. So maybe that was a distraction so his light lancers could come forward and take out my archers. But on this rocking out peasant archers, it's really not worth risking their guys for. So I countercharge with some armored swords, and he does pull back, but I do manage to chop down some of his horses, as you can see. So it's kind of a reckless thing, and he's going to do it again, actually. I remember him charging back again. Which, that was an unnecessary risk. You did not need to do that. I was content with just trading missiles initially, and then I would have come forward through this obstacle-laden area, and then start a melee fight. But yeah, he seems to be going backwards, and I had my guys in loose, so maybe he thought my armored swordsmen were archers, because he's going right for my armored swordsman this time. And this is not going to end well for his lancers. He should have pulled them back, but he actually stays here fighting them. I'm pretty sure he thought they were archers for some reason, but there's no reason why he stayed in that fight. All right, so after that, well, okay, after this one, after those clumsy probing attacks into my lines, I'm gonna come forward and start a fight with him, and then we're actually gonna meet in this more level field right here. It's kind of narrow though. We're gonna meet right there though. You can actually have like a soccer match here, or as some people call it, football. Or football. Or football. Look at my peasants. They are so hungry for kills. Actually, they're part of this hungry period, since I don't really feed them that much. Maybe I'll toss one loaf of bread. I don't know why my thing's lagging so much. I just cleared out all my gaming footage. But yeah, I'm gonna start moving my heavy infantry down this side, and I'm gonna pick a fight with him. I was very fearful of his cav force because they are the Mongols, so if anything, they do have a pretty good cav. But yeah, again, I'm pretty sure oh wait, he only has 6 cav units here. No, sorry, he had 7 because I already killed that 1 unit. He had 7 units of cav. Which, again, I'm pretty certain I had a max 6 cav rule on this fight. But, you know, when they're kind of clustered like that, sometimes it's hard to tell. So he was also massing his troops to the side, too. But yeah, those dismounted, or sorry, these Mongol infantry have pretty great range. At least compared to my peasant archers. If I had, yeah, like yeoman archers or longbowmen, I could have outranged these guys. Or I could have matched their range, sorry. I don't know if their range is actually better. But here comes my my dismounted infantry force. I'm gonna get them behind the chateau so that they take less damage from the missiles. But, you know, I think you should have went with non-flaming missiles. I think they would have done more damage. But right now, I guess he's working on my morale. Gonna capture this high ground here. And yeah, because of the doodads here, my guys can't go any more forward than this position. Because if they do, they'll lose this high ground. So he's gonna move his dismounted lancers out. And in a melee fight, these guys will get slaughtered by my armored swords. So now I'm moving out my mailed knights and my general's bodyguard. I'm still keeping the bulk of my cav hidden back here, my English knights. See, my philosophy is if you can keep your opponent, you know, in the dark about anything, that's always a great thing. Now, if you play CWB rules in Rome Total War, then you can only hide 2 units max. But in a game like this, then I think it's completely awesome to do it. Unless you're just camping and letting him come up a hill, then that's a little different. But in this case, it's not really the case here. But, you know, always keep your opponent in the dark to what you have, if you can. So now, because this area is so narrow, I had a hard time moving my archers forward. So right now they're in tight, And as I peel off one unit, I can put them in loose formation. Then I'm gonna back them up with some armored swords. And I'm definitely keeping an eye out on his Lancer force over here. Because once they start coming forward, it's gonna be a real bloodbath for both sides. Man, if I was getting that, you know, barely missed by my own archers at that close of a range, I'd be really pissed at them. I'm like, dude, are you guys trying to kill me? So anyways, he's gonna come forward here and start to attack me. I don't know why he did this. It's not too bad of an idea though, but his lances are too far behind. If they were farther forward, this would have been a great attack. But you can see my English knights are still hidden in the back, hiding. If you look in the when I hover over it with my mouse, you can see the description. It says hidden or hiding. So now he's gonna bring out his infantry, and now here comes his cav. And now I know this is my time to move my cav out, because once that cav gets stuck into my guys, then it could be very serious. I responded really late to his cav attack though. But my guys are finally coming out of the woodworks here. We're gonna ride in and do battle with the Mongol horsemen here. And I even peeled off a unit of male knights to assault his Mongol infantry. But you know, Mongol infantry is not bad at fighting melee too. You know, that's the beauty of They can shoot really far, and they're not too bad in a melee fight. So, but this is where the real fight's happening right here. It's cav on cav, and I've got my armored swordsmen coming in to help out. But I'm already causing a panic amongst his dismounted lancers. His cav force is doing some pretty good damage to my guys too, though. Here's my general's bodyguard, fighting like a real hero of Christendom.
Only half the enemy force remains.
But once I break through that center where his dismounted lancers were dealing with my armored swords, I broke through, and then now frees up my cav to fight his cav. And it looks like he has more cav than I do here. But that's because I'm still freeing up these guys, and these guys are stuck over here. And he's got some guys routing over there. Just a reminder, I do have an adventure video coming out on my gaming channel. Please check it out. We actually headed out before they announced the pandemic. So once we got there, we were like, oh crap, are they going to start shutting things down? And there goes my commander.
Perhaps our chances of victory with it.
You know, a Hellenistic king would have understood why my king was in battle like that. You have to lead by example. And you know, a lot of medieval rulers were like that too. They had to lead by example, but not all of them did that. It's just a different mindset. And so the good thing is, shortly after, his commander went down too. So it was around this point my opponent said good game, but because it's scored resolution, the battle's not going to end immediately. So I'm gonna probably fast forward that. Yeah, there you go. That's where he met defeat. Let's just fast forward this. But yeah, good game to my opponent. I'm trying to think of that. I watched a great movie on Netflix called, I think it's called The King, and it's based on Shakespeare's play, which in turn is also based on Henry. Great movie. And obviously Shakespeare's play isn't historically accurate, but it is based on a historical figure though. But it's basically Henry V as he just takes the reins of ruler. So you kind of see him as a punk, and then he kind of, you know, grows into being a king, I guess. I wish it was a little bit longer so they could have, you know, developed the character a bit more. But it was a great movie though. I love the acting in it. So I hope everyone's staying safe during this pandemic. And please don't do anything stupid like what a lot of beachgoers are doing. They're congregating in hundreds upon hundreds of people. And guys, some people are saying this is just the flu. It's not just the flu, guys. We don't have an immunity to this, and this one actually attacks your respiratory system. And even though you might not personally be an at-risk target, let's say you get it, you don't know you have it, because most people don't show symptoms until about 2 weeks or a week after they get it, and you infect someone who's really old, and then they get sick, and then they can't recover like you can. And then you have cases of people who are completely healthy, no respiratory problems whatsoever, and they still lose the battle. So please be responsible, guys. This is not a joking thing. There's a reason why pretty much every country on this planet is going into lockdown. So just be safe, guys. Don't be dumb.